Hello Libra, and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This is the 5th Summer Love bonus reading for the summer of 2025, and it covers August 21st to September the 4th, 2025. First, we'll look at the days that are favorable and not favorable for love. Then we're going to take some messages from the tarot. And lastly, we'll get an oracle card for those that are in a long-term relationship and those that are single. This is a collective reading, so if something does not resonate, just check your other placements. All the quick links are listed down below in the description box with the timestamps and the link to your playlist. Also, thank you to everyone who has put in a donation in my PayPal donation jar. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, let's take a look at our cosmic lovers, Venus and Mars. Venus, as you know, is a goddess of love, symbolizing and governing love, beauty, and harmony, while Mars, the god of war, represents passion, and he drives the desire and the physical energy. Together, they're very important in determining our romantic desires, our attractions, and all the forces that are at work in our intimate relationships. So what do they have for us this time? Well, from the 20th to the 4th of September, we start off with a beautiful green heart on the 21st of August because the moon in Leo will sextile Mars in Libra. Therefore, if you want to approach someone that you like, someone that you're really attracted to and are kind of worried about finding the right words or talking to them, this is a really good day because you're going to be able to say the right thing at the right time. So it's a good relationship day. The next beautiful green heart that we have is on the 25th of August, a great day. Let's say that the moon in Virgo will sextile with Venus in Cancer, or we can say that it's perfect for love, relationships, and also for marriage. This is good for everything in love. Blind dates, planning a party, your social life, going out, meeting new people, or having fun. Everything will work out well because the stars are all in your favor. Now, Venus is in Cancer, as I said, but during the day, it's going to shift and it's going to go into Leo, making the 24th even better in love. Because when it does, we become passionate and we show a very soft tenderness that makes us irresistible. So we will all be at the mercy of love. Okay, some of us will have our fiery beings awaken inside, and therefore we're going to get very generous with love. On the 26th, we have, again, another beautiful green day. This time there's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of caution. And we'll get to that. Let's take a look at the green part first, the really strong part. This is Venus in Leo. So she's going to trine with Saturn in Aries, as well as sextile with Uranus in Gemini. So what does this mean? A great day for committed relationships and for marriages, okay? The idea of love is very loyal and sincere. That's the feeling that you're going to get. Now, whether you're in a relationship or you're single, you're going to give off charm and good looks that are going to be perfect for attracting people. Okay? It doesn't matter what you wear. You can go simple. You can go audacious. Anything you put on will attract people. It'll work. Okay? Uranus in Gemini is going to make you very approachable to love. And not only do you have excitement in the air, or rather love in the air, but you also have a lot of excitement. And the reactions are going to happen very quickly with people. You're going to make contacts, friends, and connections very easily. Pleasure is also going to be very abundant, and your good looks are going to attract so many people. Okay, so where does the yellow part come in? Mars, our god of war, will be in Libra in conjunction to the moon in Libra. This means that people may get irritated, okay? Especially if they see you being so happy, knowing that the planets are on your side and love is in your favor, and everything's going well, and you wake up in the morning saying, okay, hey, today's the 26th, I'm going to go out and conquer. That's going to bug them, okay? It's going to bug them such that they're going to get gossipy as well. They might say something. And what I recommend is that you simply stay away from this. You simply stay away from people and gossip because it will ruin your day. These are people that don't understand and they're not at this level. So what will happen is that if you do give them attention, you may have some problems in the relationship or even a separation, okay? Especially if gossip sets in. So keep your private life private, enjoy it without showing it without showing your happiness outwardly, because that's the best way to protect it. On the 27th, the green hearts this time continue. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, the 27th, we still have Venus in Leo, which will trine with Neptune in Aries. Okay, Venus and Neptune, there's a third person in there, Pisces, because Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So this trine, Venus, Pisces, and Neptune, is going to bring you karmic gifts. Did you do something really nice in the past, Libra? Most likely. Well, it's going to come back to you, okay? This is the perfect moment also to attract real love into your life. So whether it's coming in from the past for your good deeds, or whether it's you doing something at the moment on the 27th with all your positive vibrations and your beauty, etc., this is the perfect moment. Just remember that kindness will be reflected back to you. Okay, there's karmic energy on the 27th. So whatever kindness you give out, it'll come back to you tenfold. Okay, just remember not to exaggerate a little bit, because when you exaggerate with desires, then we start going overboard. Okay, on to the 28th. On August the 28th, however, we have a red X, meaning that the moon in Scorpio is going to square with Venus in Leo. Not good time. Not a good time to bond emotionally. Not a good time to see female energies. Arguments may come up. So basically what I usually say is take a day off. Okay, it doesn't matter who has the feminine energy, because we're talking simply about energy, and these can shift during the days. Just take a day off from relationship and spend it with you. It's the best thing ever. Just take a look. There's so many greens to choose this time around. We also have the 31st, which is great for both Venus and Mars. Okay, they're both on the love wagon. The moon will be in Sagittarius, and it's going to trine with Venus in Leo and sextile with Mars in Libra, meaning that this is one of those perfect days to get married. If you have the date of your marriage set for the 31st, the marriage, then the love will flow beautifully. Okay, love is very reliable. It has the feeling of reliability, of being solid and structured on this day. So everyone will be happy. They'll be saying the right things. It's a great relationship day. Enjoy it. On the 3rd, we have the second and last red X, because the moon in Capricorn is going to square with Mars in Libra. Okay, squaring with the god of war is not a good idea, because it means arguments, being hasty, and disagreements with your partner. Okay, so another day that I would suggest to take off and just chill on your own, which would be the best thing, right? So that we can avoid problems. Okay, seeing our little calendar, how it is, and the whys behind it, let's take a look now at what messages Spirit has from the tarot to give us to live a better and happier life between the 20th of August and the 4th of September in love. Okay, already cards are coming out. Wow, this is good. Thank you. Very generous. Cards are already coming out. Okay, Libra, let's take a look. There you are, sitting there, prosperous, Queen of Pentacles, happy, very generous, very practical, very sensible, okay, and very happy. Okay, this is your energy as you start off. In fact, we're starting off with a lot of green, and this is good. I see you in a really balanced position, okay, very practical. I see you, and welcoming as well. And your Ace of Cups is in the reverse. Yikes. Okay, so, but you've got this little feeling of coldness or emptiness. You're kind of lonely, however, right? What happened? Let's go take a look. 8 of Cups in the reverse. Stagnation. Something. You're avoiding something, right? You're just stuck. And you're afraid of changing something. Okay, well, if you're happy where you are, that's good. But, yeah, you're still blocked, right? You have this sadness around you. Let's see. High Priestess as well in reverse. Okay. You're repressing your intuition. Okay. And it's causing you some confusion, because the fact is, you know you're doing good. But for some reason, externally, you're looking at various elements, various characteristics, things around you that are happening, and you're absorbing them as negative. So it's throwing you off. Okay, you're saying, okay, well, it's gloomy, and it's this, and it's that, and I'm lonely, etc. But you're not. The fact is, you are in a really good position, and you're not listening to your intuition. If you were to listen to your intuition, you would understand that, okay, it's a moment maybe where you're not seeing someone at the very present, but we have 2 weeks coming up now, right? And the way you are sitting, you're sitting in a great position, in a very attractive position. This is a very welcoming position, okay? It welcomes really positive energies in. Let's see what happens. Because that's the first message. To be aware of that. To be aware of how you are in reality and how much you have to offer. So this, everything that you're seeing is actually influenced by external factors, materialistic factors maybe. You're spending a couple of days alone and you think you're lonely or something like that. But in reality, you're not. Okay? What you don't see are the people around you. Remember how we were talking about the stars and you're going to be very attractive? You're going to be turning heads. The fact is you don't see them. Keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. What other message? Let's continue. Spirit for Libra in love between the 20th of August and the 4th of September. We have the Hangman in reverse. Okay. So the Hangman in reverse means, again, that standstill, right? You're not feeling it. This is continuing. This is still continuing. We gotta get you moving, Libra. Spirit, I need a card for Libra to get them moving, to make them understand everything around them, how they really are. They're not seeing it, right? You don't have interest. That flip? No, no flips. Let's see, what's going on? There we go. Okay, well, your 5 of Cups is in the reverse, which is great. You're starting to see positives, right? Finally, because Spirit says, okay, I'm going to show you something. Accept things, move on, and you find positives. You see peace, etc. Because here we have all the cups in the reverse, and the person is leaving. In the upside, and this is the actual sadness, but what you're doing here, what you should be doing, and this is your message, is seeing the positive side of it. What can you do? Let's say at this moment in love, you're alone. What can you do? What are all the things that you wanted to do, but you didn't have time to do, and that you really wanted to do on your own? This is the moment to do it, because someone sooner or later is going to walk into the picture. Are you ready for them? Okay. Have you done what you wanted? Or when they walk into the picture, say, oh, wait a second. I just wanted to do this. I wanted to take that trip on my own. I wanted to try something out. And now it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I have less time. This is the perfect moment, Libra, to do something for you. See the positives. Okay. Because that's going to help you a lot. That's going to help you to grow, to develop, to become stronger. These moments are always come in for a reason. And they're useful for us. Okay, let's see. The 2 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, you're playing it safe. You're not taking action. That is something that you shouldn't do. Do not play it safe. Do not sit there and not take action and say, okay, well, I'll plan it out. Sometimes Libras, what happens is they plan too much and something gets in the way. Life will always get in the way, or there'll be a hurdle to your plans. Sometimes, Libra, the best thing to do is just do it. Just go out there and do it. Don't think about it. You want to go somewhere, buy the ticket. Don't plan it out too much. Because if we plan it out too much, maybe there's too much stuff floating around and that someone could interfere with, right? Okay, see, now the world is upside down. So you do have this lack of closure. There's something you do want to do, right? You want to close it off. You want to start something new. You want to forget about certain things. That's fine, okay? Because you're good. You're doing really good with yourself on your own. And this is what you should really keep in mind, okay? So whatever it is, you want to close it. You really want to close it off. Do it. Close that, complete it, and say, okay, and then off we go, okay? The Tower moment. Okay, what happens here? Once you do that, once you're able to say, okay, I'm going to do this, and it's, for me, this action means closure for me, and then things start to change. Okay, let's go see what the change is like, because suddenly it just happens. The change just occurs. Okay, let's see if Libra is able to complete this cycle and take advantage of all these beautiful green hearts. Whoa, absolutely. Look at this figure. Look at the expression on his face, Libra. Look at that. The Four of Pentacles. Someone is just sitting there, okay, waiting. They've been sitting there, waiting, saving up everything they can, and they're waiting for you. Like saying, okay, hey, here I am. Okay, so what do you think? Take a look. It's the same suit. It's the same pentacles. Okay, same thing. And they're there waiting for you. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. And what does Libra do? She takes the leap of faith. That's my Libra. Okay, when you finally close it, here comes the sun. Okay, remember Libra, life is sort of like waves. They come and they go, they're up and they're down. So being the scales, when you have a moment of negativity, of loneliness or something, you already know sooner or later it's going to end. And as soon as that ends, ta-da, here comes the sun. And ta-da, there goes Libra jumping off the cliff. Happy as can be. See how the sun came out shining? It's almost like the pentacles is shining the light on you. And off you go, jumping and having fun, because you know that this is temporary. Negative things, disappointments, sadness, loneliness, whatever it is for Libras is temporary. You already know the cycle of your life and how things go up and down. And you know that when there's a down, there's only one way to go, up. And there it is. Thank you, Spirit, for having shown this to me. See, close it off. Do what you have to do, your little ritual, close it off. And then, ta-da, all of a sudden, who walks in? The Four of Pentacles with those big, beautiful eyes. And away Libra goes to have fun once again. Okay, Libra? Okay, now let's take an oracle message for our Libras that are in a long-term relationship and would like to freshen it up a little bit. And let's see what we have. Wow. Okay, shared this. Okay, there's so many, but I'm only going to be taking the first. Okay. Shared desires. Beautiful rainbow, by the way. And nothing is a coincidence. If you have a rainbow, just like here, the sun comes out after everything that happened. The sun comes out, and there's that rainbow. Strengthen connections and give each other motivation and direction. Great. Absolutely beautiful. And for our singles, let's see what happens. A little message. Oh, there we go. Suitable. Keep seeing this one coming out. The person may not be the one you love most, but they are suitable for you and can bring you joy and warmth. Okay, meaning that at first sight, you might think of this person as not your type, like completely different. Like, that's not what I was thinking. But when you get to know them, you realize that that's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you were looking for. And that maybe you were looking for them in the wrong container. Like, the appearance-wise, what they looked like was completely different. It was like saying, okay, but you wanted the chocolate. You were looking in the wrong container, you know. So this is great. This is really, really a nice reading, Libra. I'm really happy for you right at the end. Okay. Great Libra reading. You pick yourself up and you finish the story with a happy ending. Okay, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it because I love doing it for you. Thank you so much for being with me, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, Libra. For now, from Angel.